Welcome back to the GreenTeamers podcast. In this portion, we're going to do the freestyle, the free thought, just whatever comes to the top of the head after smoking this blunt. We're just going to go ahead and talk about. So we're going to be doing a strain of the day for you guys as well. As always, we're going to do the 4 criterias. We're going to do the looks, smell, taste, and overall high. Today we got the White Nightmare. Hugo, you want to go a little into detail?
Yeah, we got this White Nightmare sativa strain. It's no more than 23% THC. Okay. But I want to say roughly 21.
Gotcha.
My memory is right. But I had a blunt of this before with Ernie on the way here, and
definitely some good bud, yeah.
So from what I've seen, and I like how it looks. All right, let's just go on to it right now.
Yeah, go for it.
It's very easy to break up with by hand. You know, it's pretty green and it has some orange in it. It's very flaky, very crystally too. It smells very fruity, very sweet to the smell. So I like it.
This is definitely like a bright green and it has bright orange hairs.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've definitely seen a bud like this before, but this is definitely a lot more pungent in the smell.
I like the way it smells.
Definitely fruity. It gives me a fruity smell. I see the bigger nug.
Yeah, it's really glassy too. A lot of crystals. I like it.
For sure. This is another good nug.
Ooh, I love the way it smells. It's very piney. Fruity piney. Like you get a mix of the both.
Fruity piney.
Yeah.
But looks, I'll give it a higher rating. I'll give it a 4.5. That's
4.5?
That's a nice looking nug.
I'll give that a 4.
I agree too. I agree.
4.5?
Yes.
For smell, I'll give it a solid 4.8.
4.8.
I like how it smells.
Smell, I was gonna give a solid 4.5 as well.
I'll give it a 4 for smell.
4 for smell.
Yeah.
So averaging that out, we'll give it a 4.5 with the 4.8.
Yeah.
So not too bad for the start. We got a 4.5 for the smell and the looks.
So
hopefully that translates into the actual smoking part here. A side note though, we did throw in some wax courtesy of Netta. I'll also have a close-up look for you guys with the bud. I'll have both starting now. They'll be on the screen.
Netta. It's out in Boston, right?
That is.
Brooklyn.
I know I actually talked about it last week and I said I only went there when I was recreational.
Yeah.
But Netta does this thing where when you renew your medical card, they give you a $200 voucher.
Oh, nice.
So for every $100 you spend, you get $50 off. So I got the wax here, which is $50. I got 2 of them for $100,
So and then free.
Pretty much exactly with that voucher, it came down to $50, and then I got a discount. I think it was a student discount, and it ended up coming to $43 for the both of them. So $43 for the 2 of them. That's roughly like $21 each.
Yeah.
For some wax. You can't beat that,
Yeah.
especially from the dispensary. So we threw that in there.
I see a light
Yeah,
in this.
that ain't too bad at all.
Yeah.
It's not.
And granted, it's a indica, and I'll say it's a heavy indica.
Heavy indica?
Yeah.
That's for knocking out?
Yeah, I actually take it before I go to bed. That's the only downfall, and it's not even a downfall. It's just,
It's heavy.
yeah, it's definitely heavy, and I personally like a sativa hybrid.
Yeah, I'm more of a sativa guy. Just because of that indica just slumps.
Might have to hit a nap after this.
The White Nightmare is a sativa, you were saying,
Yep.
right? Okay,
Yep.
so we'll actually have a good contrast because smoking that in the car, I definitely felt the sativa effects. So it'll be a nice contrast of a heavy sativa and a heavy indica.
Right.
Maybe we're making our own just hybrid blend.
I might be wrong too, but I believe what we smoked prior to as well, it was a hybrid. Let me take a look at that.
Was that still the cookies and cream?
That was the cookies and cream. Yeah.
Gotcha. So as always, we filmed the Celtics portion before this video, and in the Celtics video, we smoked the rest of the cookies and cream that we smoked last week.
So, it tastes pretty good, even in a backwood. As our first blunt in the car with Ernie.
Yeah, in the
You
car,
could really taste it.
it was smooth,
It was-
and you can definitely
yeah.
taste it. Sorry.
It was
I
a
didn't
thin.
catch
No,
you.
you're good. It was a thinner wood to note, so you could feel more flavor. It was less tobacco-y, but it definitely tasted nice. It was a good smell too. It wasn't that pungent, sour smell.
Okay.
All right, let's give it another taste test. I'm really excited to see the combination with the wax. Cheers.
First one's a good one.
So, the topic at hand that I wanted to bring up, and it's just a light topic, is this past weekend I actually went to Vegas for a wedding.
Cookies and cream is a hybrid.
Cookies and cream is a hybrid?
Yeah, so we fucking on some hybrids today, nigga. Shit. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that?
Oh man, this tastes good. This is some good bud.
Shit.
Before, I know I'm talking about the topic I wanted to bring up, but where is this bud from?
I got it from Garden Remedies.
Garden Remedies.
The actual brand for it, I can find out right now.
Oh, so Garden Remedies is kind of like Mayflower, where Garden Remedies is the, I guess, the home store, but they also get their stuff from.
Yep.
That's right.
Gotcha. So it seems like most dispensaries in Massachusetts are doing that. So
They
it's
all
making
grab from one big
yeah,
one.
which actually makes it a little easier to try different things rather than having to go. You know, if one dispensary is actually 45 minutes away, but somewhere close to you is
Serving the same shit.
Exactly.
It's from Cultivate. The brand Cultivate.
Yeah. It's like Mass Care Wellness and all that stuff. They take care of the area around here.
Gotcha.
And the percentage, just to be accurate now, guys, it's 21.9.
Yeah.
So that's a nice,
It's pretty high.
nice hefty number.
I feel like I'm smoking a cigar.
Cigar. That is a fat blunt.
Yeah, it's pretty
But so you said Garden Remedies, courtesy of Cultivate.
I think Cultivate, courtesy of
Right? Shit.
So you said Cultivate,
Yeah.
grown by Cultivate, courtesy of Garden Remedies.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll have that somewhere right here on the screen. We'll
Distributed,
put
yeah.
their logo or some of their information on the screen for you guys. But carrying over to the topic that I wanted to start talking about is the topic of Las Vegas. Not Las Vegas itself, but I was in Las Vegas for a wedding this past weekend. And in the hotel lobby, there were slot machines. So my question to you guys is, what is your overall thought of gambling? And let me just get you guys started with this, because my thought is, with those slot machines that were in the lobby, I actually don't like gambling like that, because I don't like to leave my gambling up to electronics, to the machine itself.
To the algorithm.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think the chances of winning are as high as if you're just playing like a dealer, like face to face.
Even the dealers know their ways though.
Yeah, for sure. That as well. But like I was saying,
The
just the
computer's
machine,
definitely more rigged.
the computer itself is designed to make you lose.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Designed to keep you
So-
guessing, and then the next person wins.
Yeah, so that kind of gambling I don't like to do. I don't. Granted, they're penny slots, so I might do it just for shits and giggles. But I personally like betting where you can play with the dealer. I
My
personally
boy made some good money one day when I went with him.
on a slot machine.
Yeah, like the random machine. What's the Cleopatra one at
Gotcha.
Encore? And he was just winning.
Gotcha. Like I said, I couldn't even tell you how to win like the lineup.
I didn't even know what he was
or-
doing either, but he was just like,
Yeah.
I had to click this button,
Mhm.
but then I clicked this button, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
A friend told me he made like $900 just on slots.
Really?
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I guess
Maybe
I
some
also,
wrong slots.
If you know,
maybe.
if you know the algorithm yourself, like if you watch how they sort of rotate by, you can sort of pinpoint when to hit the button just to get approximate or close enough to it,
Sure.
to where you can do it as many times. You can do it a certain amount of times. Say you do it 20 times, you're gonna hit 1 or 2 times out of the 20.
Which is kind of bringing it back to the electronic and the computerized part of it. Is I don't like to leave it up to that. Like if you play 400 times, you're guaranteed to win one of those, but you have to play 400 times.
Right.
Like what if someone just won? Now you have to play 400 times before you win.
Yeah, that's why the odds aren't really in your favor.
What if you go to the ones that are less busy, so you can attract more? You'll start winning at first if you to it attracts more people to those
I
machines.
mean, it's crazy. I've never been to a casino.
Really?
Yeah, I do want to go.
Never walked in, never.
I want to go for my birthday. No, never.
It's
Well, my only
it's a good experience, honestly. Like you see it in movies, it's
Yeah.
just like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want that. I want that vibe. That
I will say I prefer I haven't been there in a while, but I briefly went to Foxwoods, I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Was it
So
nice?
it is very nice. It's actually very nice.
Better than Mohegan?
I like Mohegan.
I like
better.
Mohegan as well
I
too.
like Mohegan much better. The
Actually,
entrance to Mohegan is nice.
Yeah.
Foxwoods, you're
thinking.
wild. Yeah.
actually, I'm not bringing up Mohegan. I like Mohegan, Foxwoods, Encore, but Mohegan is also very nice. My brother actually lives about 10-15 minutes away from it
Connecticut?
in Connecticut. Yeah,
I might hit that for my birthday.
you should, man.
Yeah.
It's back in the day. My family used to go to Foxwoods just to pass time. If like our family members came from out of state or out of the country,
Place to
like
just
yeah,
chill.
just to chill, show them something to do.
Family members get crazy with each other. Start throwing money down like nigga.
Now you can go to Encore, right?
But I used to go there as a kid, so I never really got. There was a kids arcade, but you don't actually get to enjoy the full experience of the
yeah,
casino.
yeah.
So now that we're older than 21 and you haven't gone, you should definitely go.
It's
Yeah.
dope. You just get like free drinks as long as you're gambling.
Really?
Yeah.
As long as you're spending money?
Yo.
As long as you're gambling. As long as you're throwing down 20s and 30s here and there.
Okay,
Yeah, you get free drinks. It
Okay.
takes a while.
Let me ask you guys another question.
Watered down, but yeah, it's
Let me ask
free.
you guys another question
down.
on the topic of betting as
I'm
well.
fucking down.
What do you guys think about sports betting? Are you guys into that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all in for
Because I believe in like the power of the fans affecting the team.
Gotcha.
100%.
I play fantasy, so I'm all for
Fantasy. I
Sports
love
betting.
fantasy, yeah. I had to stop a fantasy because it had me cheering for other teams.
That's what I'm doing
That's
right now.
not my
Yeah.
team. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I want to cheer for my team.
Like-
I'm not trying to see that team win because I have a player and I need him to score a goal.
I can see that on an off night when your team isn't playing them. I can see you rooting for other teams. It makes watching the other games a little bit more exciting.
I vote for the teams against the rivals.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
Like the team you would want to
Yeah.
lose. Gotcha.
So it's like, for soccer is the best one I can explain. It's like,
Soccer has the better, because one goal can make the difference in a
Exactly.
soccer game, whereas in basketball, there's turnovers. there's
basketball, one basket is the difference.
It can, but when you're playing fantasy, those 2 points
Don't really matter. in the
don't,
grand
yeah,
scheme.
as much as
That
what you
player.
do in the overall game, like assists, rebounds, all
Yeah,
that.
because the
type of
points for a goal is much bigger than
shit. Yeah,
just 2 points.
I'm assuming like when you play fantasy soccer, everybody's out trying to.
Because
go
I
after the
played
strikers.
fantasy basketball. It was nice. It was fun to keep up with.
It is.
That's the only thing is you have to keep up with because you can
Every
if you don't
day.
check it over 2-3 days, you instantly
Yeah.
just start dropping
Yep.
automatically.
Because players fucking injured or not playing.
Yeah, you're playing.
Really
Like you have
easy.
guys in your lineup that don't even have a game that night.
For
Like,
fantasy
so-
soccer, does everybody go after the strikers first?
Have you played the fantasy EPL from
Yeah.
ESPN? So
No,
Cur-
from NBC.
is it? So correct me if I'm wrong, but for the fantasy soccer, they actually start you with like $100 million bank,
Oh, okay.
and you have to buy your players based on that bank.
Oh, it's not like
in
that.
that
It's
one,
not
it's
like-
not a draft.
Exactly.
That one, everyone can have like the same player.
But like,
It's whack, but it works.
yeah, because like a
Because-
Ronaldo would be worth like 50 million.
So not everybody's gonna.
So everyone can have Ronaldo.
Yeah,
But
but,
not
now
every-
you have defenders only
Yeah.
costing 2 and 3 million.
Yeah,
who
you
are
have
on,
to, like,
lower
shoot
teams.
defenders,
Yeah,
Okay, or you can skip a Ronaldo and have a bunch of beasts like midfield.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I
Or you
actually
can
like
be like me and find a way to work it.
I actually like it that way better because it gives you a chance to watch the smaller teams, and at the same time, some of those players on the small teams are consistently good. You
I
know,
wish I did it this year. Because then Ronaldo.
I wish I did do it this year too. I did it
But-
2 years ago.
Going back to the basketball, like when I did it, dude, I had LeBron, Tatum, Anthony Davis, fucking
Did you guys do a draft?
yeah.
How did you end up with them on the draft? That's crazy.
No one picked them. They went for other people.
Yeah.
But
They
like
can
they didn't really
It
check
can
their
happen.
teams
It could
after.
happen.
I was like, I had LeBron first pick.
Like
not
your first pick?
Yeah, my first pick.
Gotcha.
I was like, no one picked LeBron. You're wild. LeBron like is inevitable.
He's like your
Like-
blue chip.
Not to like be on his dick, but for fantasy, for me, he always showed up. Whether he had an off game or not, he had at least like
I tried to go
double-digit points.
I tried to go for the triple double players. Like my first pick, I had the number 2 pick.
Kemba, dude. I got Kemba. He got injured fucking
I don't know
all the
if,
time, bro. It's like,
Luka.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming in fantasy, a triple double just gets you more points rather than
Yeah, you
just
get-
off individual stats.
triple double does, yeah.
Triple double will get you. If you get a quadruple double, you're gonna win for the league. Like
This
yours,
was-
yeah.
2017. So like Tatum was just drafted. You feel me?
Gotcha.
And I managed to have him to get
Really?
him, bro. Yeah, like. So I was really proud of that team. I had Lou Williams. You feel me? Like,
Six man Lou Will.
Dude, I always felt
Jamal
like,
Crawford is.
I discovered mad
true
players
six-man.
because of the fantasy. I was like, yo, who is this guy? Why is he going
It
off
does
real
make
quick? You
check-
feel me?
You do check out other games because of it. That is absolutely true.
I was watching the Pelican games
I was thinking just
because Anthony Davis was in. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll watch it.
It is nice. And I love the fact when
When Kevin came to Boston, I was like, yo, Kemba, he's nice. He'll give me bad points in fantasy.
even
That didn't do shit.
Kemba now, like it's crazy. I watched.
And now he's doing. And now he's back. Fucking asshole.
They've limited his minutes on the Knicks. Now he's down to like 20 minutes a game. They have players better than him.
Yeah, we got fucking
Fuck the Knicks.
injury prone.
Yeah. But
It's okay.
fantasy football, I've never really been into.
How do you feel about that?
I've never done fantasy football.
Like, how do you feel that? Like, if a player fakes an injury,
On some soccer,
yeah,
on some soccer shit.
party, yeah, like Neymar does. Every March or so, he fakes an injury, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Why?
because he wants to go party in Brazil for Carnival and his sister's birthday.
Like
I've actually
fail.
never noticed that. I
Every
might actually have to look that
Without
up
fail?
and see.
Every season, look it up. He's always injured
Around the same time?
around the same time.
If that's true, I mean, I already can't really stand Neymar. If that's true,
But
um,
he puts up the numbers. At the end of the day, you feel me? Like he'll win games and shit.
Like how long is Carnival?
Nah.
Carnival's only for like a week or two, right?
For realistically, like almost a month.
So that whole month he's gone?
Nah, like for 2 out of the 4 weeks. Like he goes from the main one pretty much.
Does he miss any games for it?
Yeah,
Like,
he's missing.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care how good you are, you're getting paid.
Might be just
that much
rumors that
money,
I've seen,
and
but
now
like
you're
it
not gonna
makes
show up 'cause
sense.
You want to party?
It was like
I mean, you could
he was
timeline.
caught like making out with this chick, with an actress, and then like the next day he's injured in the game.
Really?
You
It
can
doesn't make the Brazil game.
you can you can timeline this whole shit if it's true. Like you can date back.
He does it. It's like
That's good. These soccer players. Soccer players, if you're good, you have a whole country behind you. Like that, it can't get any more lit than that.
there was a player not too long ago that like he wanted to go back to Brazil like. And it was like a match day, and like the guy's like, if you score 2 goals, you can go. And the motherfucker played the game, scored 2 goals, and halftime he went.
Especially at halftime.
And at halftime he went to catch his plane.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, boss, I haven't played to Brazil. Like
That's
hour and a
crazy.
half.
At halftime.
Like if you score 2 goals, you can go.
That means he bought the ticket. Like,
That's a lot.
He had a ticket already. He's like, I'm going, bro.
That's a lot of confidence, but fuck it. Hey, he scored the 2 goals. I
Scored
guess.
2 goals. I swept off and went.
that's crazy. In his mind, he's like, I'm gonna bust this shit before halftime, and then I'm out of here.
You feel me?
Fuck
Like,
the coach, bye coach, fuck you coach.
You don't think Pele's the number 10?
that comes
Right,
to
Maradona?
argument his time of playing, like who he was playing against.
See,
That's always the
This is a
argument.
topic of conversation I don't know much about, so I like listening. Like, I'm,
Even in basketball.
no, y'all talking about the number 10. Like,
Number 10.
like, if I were to just throw a name up there, I would throw just bullshit names like fucking,
Like Messi.
yeah,
He's number 10.
Okay.
Maradona, number 10. Like,
right.
The number 10 in soccer is like the ultimate.
That's like who you know your best player is,
Yeah.
almost type thing.
Landon-
Not always
Landon
necessarily, but
Kind of like how everyone wants
Donovan
23.
wore number 10 for US.
yeah.
What's his name wears number 10 right now for US?
Pulisic.
Yeah.
Pulisic.
So is that because he's a striker, or is that because he's
That's
the
'cause he's just,
definitive, best player on the squad?
Best player type. Because
Okay.
he's winger. Actually, he's like the main guy over there. Like he can play wing, center,
Mm.
other wings, you know?
So is he-
he's the complete player in a way.
Is he good enough to compare to the best players in like
Nah.
Europe and shit?
Europe?
Nah. He struggles to just stay on the field at the moment. He gets injured a lot.
Okay.
So he can't
He's
stay
nice,
on the
though.
field, but every time he gets on the field, you kind of start to see like he starts to get into rhythm, but then he gets injured again. So he has good games, but it doesn't last long, and it obviously after coming off an injury, you also have that 4 or 5 game period where you're kind of building back the fitness and getting back into stride, but then he picks it up, gets into stride, then gets hurt. And
Yeah, because England is fucking tough. And he's a skinny boy.
Yeah.
But he's getting better though. I fuck with him a lot.
So you think over time, if he keeps it up, he'll definitely.
Yeah, I feel like he has the potential, but it's kind of like you got to put in the work, you got to put in the effort, and
meanwhile, this player,
he won the Champions League, you know. So he's.
What team does he play for?
Chelsea.
Oh, does he?
Like he plays for the top team. Like he's their number 10 as well.
Remember that?
Yeah.
For Chelsea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's got some talent. Well, that was some good smoking.
Yeah.
That was a nice blunt.
Yeah.
I definitely felt the effects of the wax as well.
Yeah,
I was
Definitely noted that it was in there. So.
Yeah, I can feel it in my blood.
Made it a heavy blunt. A heavy fucking blunt. Smoke wise, I enjoyed it. I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
I'd give it a 4 out of 5 as well.
I think give it a 4.5.
Even through the backwood, you could still get the taste of the actual bud itself.
If you had a paper, it would have been.
Are you feeling
straight flavor?
Are you feeling indica or sativa right now? Sativa.
I'm actually feeling pretty mellow, like right in the middle.
I was gonna say it's
good mix of right in the middle. I definitely feel it in my eyes, like they're low, but I'm not sluggish.
Yeah, facts.
You're in that hybrid.
I feel it in my head, but I'm not sluggish.
You're in that hybrid mood.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the overall high, I'll give it a 5 out of 5 because I liked it.
Granted,
I'll shout out the wax as well for that, for the overall high as well, but I'll give it a 5 out of 5. That was a good one. 5 out of 5 for overall high, and what do we say, 4 out of 5 for the taste?
Yeah.
You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
I said 4.5, so let's say 4.2.
4.2? Alright, so 4.2 for the taste.
4.25.
4.25 for the taste, and 5 out of 5 for overall high. Shout out White Nightmare, shout out Heritage?
Cultivate.
Cultivate.
I was rocking that too. I was like, yeah, shut up.
It started right here. I was like, nah, cultivate.
But yeah, as you can tell, they got some good buds, so definitely check them out. And catch us on the next podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Peace.
Peace.
That's rap.